What is up, guys? Destiny Gamer X here, and welcome back to yet another session of not late night recording. Where today we are going to be talking about why the Boeing 747 must be updated by Laminar and why the Boeing 747 is a ripoff if you have purchased it individually. Thank God I have the Explain Pro subscription because this thing is a total ripoff and is nothing compared to the Boeing 737. So let's get right into it. So for comparison, I'm going to be taking off a Boeing 737-800 and I'm going to be comparing it to the Boeing 747-400. So let's take off the Boeing 737-800 at some random airport and I'll really make the comparison and difference between the two aircrafts clear because I really feel that Laminar shouldn't be ripping people off like this by, giving one aircraft at the same price as the other, but one's like 3 times better than the other. So here's proof. And here we are. I'll just lower the volume so let's take off and pay attention to the sounds over here because the sounds are really beautiful. Oops, I forgot to lower the flaps. Oh my god, I'm not on point today. So the sounds are really good, and moreover, really the angling, the sunset, the the scenery is amazing. I know that this is not related to the aircraft, but the physics of the aircraft are also amazing too. And whoa, we're going off the runway here. Yeah, but the physics are really good as well. I'm sorry that this takeoff is absolutely trash. I couldn't really focus on the runway. But yes, oh my goodness, everything works apart from the rudder. And even taking off, pulling back is such a surreal experience. And putting up the landing gear, oh my goodness. Listen. Yeah, just that noise, like it's so good, it's so crazy. And just look at the shadows reflecting off the aircraft and the fact that the wings are actually flexing. We have real wing flex over here. I think that's some award to be given. Honestly, this is probably the most realistic plane on a mobile flight simulator. I'm gonna pop into the Boeing 747 and let's check out the actual difference between them. And let's go ahead and compare that to the Boeing 747-400. So I'm doing 3 nautical mile approach, and already you can see over here like this is probably the worst physics I've ever had in an aircraft. Like I'm tilting my device probably at a right angle to where I'm sitting right now, and it's just not descending. I don't know if that's realistic or if that's a glitch, but it's just not really that good of an experience when you're trying to play on a simulator, that too on a mobile device. You can't just be sitting at a right angle. Oh, and also the aircraft seems to be like very top heavy. Like you easily pitch up but you can't pitch down, and then once you're pitching down you can't pitch up very easily, so it's a lot more difficult to land the aircraft. Oh, and also the sound suck, and the actual cockpit is really bad compared to the Boeing 737. We don't have that many switches. And the switches on the Boeing 747's cockpit, they're much less when compared to the Boeing 737. And speaking about the FMS, it's not nearly as good as the Boeing 737s. It just doesn't feel right. It feels really odd as an aircraft. 737. Also, this landing sucks, but yes, engaging the parking brakes, everything. The noise is really old. Like, I'll give you a listen to this. Isn't that like really unrealistic when compared to the Boeing 737?